Hi everybody, I hope you enjoy this live video. So comment, engage, share if you wish. I have a very nuanced point of view. As the title says, if you get something for free, are you going to value it? Or are you just gonna piss it away? Because you got it for free, so what do you care? You'll just piss it away. I don't know, it probably depends on the person, right? So here's my nuanced point of view on it. And please contribute, don't just add, but contribute value to the table with your own point of view. Okay, so I have empirically observed where somebody gets something pretty cool that's for free and they piss it away. And then I've observed other people take advantage of that same thing, but they have to pay for it and they put a ton of value into it. And on the flip side, I've observed somebody take advantage of, whatever it might be, an opportunity, and it's free, and they're all in, and they find value in it. And then there's other people that take advantage of the same exact thing, the same setup and everything else, and they do the complete opposite. So clearly, the defining variable is not if somebody's gonna get it for free or if they're gonna pay for it with some kind of, skin in the game, they call it, with a monetary value. Clearly, that's not the difference maker. It's not even an opinion. It's not a theory. It's not a belief. It's none of those things. This is empirically true. So let's talk about, whenever somebody has an opportunity for you, well, we'll say maybe a home business or something like that, and they're like, well, I'm not going to give you this for free because if you get it for free, you see, you're not going to value it. That is an example of somebody who's trying to manipulate you out of your money. Or this person was taught this by somebody else and they just don't know any better yet. So don't beat somebody up right off the bat just because you hear that line of bullshit from somebody about how you're not going to value it if you get it for free. Because maybe they just sincerely believe that and they don't know any better. But there's others that do know better, and I don't know how to tell the difference all the time. So I don't just automatically beat somebody up because of it, because I don't know where they're coming from. I just don't. But at the end of the day, it's empirically not true. It's not a belief. It is a factual, empirical thing. It's just not true. It's not the defining thing. So what is the defining thing? If somebody is going to put any value into something, what is the variable that defines that? It's not if it's free. It's the person is either enlightened or they're not enlightened. Enlightenment or unenlightenment. It's all about enlightenment. So it's like, me personally, if I get something for free, that's I think is pretty cool. I'll put value in it, and I'll make use of it. I'll do whatever, be faithful, see it through, because I'm enlightened about that sort of thing. So it doesn't matter if it's something I pay for or not. And then there's other things where it's like the only way I can get it is to pay for it, but I see value in it, so I'm going to do it. And then there's other things I see where it's like, yeah, it's not free, you got to pay for it, but you know what, I don't really value it, so I'm not going to do it. Because I have an enlightened point of view about it, a mature, enlightened point of view about it. It's pretty cool. But you know what? Here's something that's a little mind trippy. There is a lot of truth to the fact that there are a lot of people that do not value something unless they have to pay for it. It's not everybody, but it's certainly a lot of people. I've seen that. I've observed that for over a decade now, over 10 years. And so it is true for some people, depending on what their primary driver is, they have to put, it's like their version of putting skin in the game is like, wow, I just invested $100, $1,000, whatever, and whatever. I'm invested, I got skin in the game, I got to make this sucker work, right? A lot of people are motivated by that. And it is what it is, okay? We've all got some flaw. I consider this a flaw. And if that's not your flaw, you've got some other flaw. We've all got flaws. So it's like, if somebody knows that about themselves, if somebody knows that they're not really going to see something through or be faithful with something unless they got skin in the game, and for them, skin in the game means a financial investment, then it's probably a good idea when something important comes across their way, they should go all in with the, skin in the game and putting money into it. Because then they're more likely to see it through. And then there's other people, like me, for example, I just need to see value in it. Whether I pay for it or if it's free, I'm going to do it, and I'll be faithful with it. And so that's the defining variable. It's if somebody's enlightened or not. That's all it is. That simple. So the next time you hear somebody tell you that, oh, I'm not going to give XYZ to you for free because you won't value it, keep in mind, most likely that is their way of trying to manipulate you out of your money. Okay? And it depends on what it is. Like, let's say you're going to the store and you're buying a pair of shoes. Well, obviously they're not going to give you shoes away for free for the logic of if you don't pay for it, you won't value it. Right? In an instance like that, it's like, well, they're losing money. You're stealing from their nourishment that they could give to their family. That's different. But let's speak in terms of like a business opportunity or a training. It's like, here's a training on how to make 6 figures from your home in the next 1 year. And it's like, someone could say, well, you have to pay for it. It's my training, you have to pay for it because you won't value it if I give it to you for free. That's bullshit. The honest thing would be, well, you have to pay for it because I poured myself into it. It works. And if you're enlightened, you'll make it work whether it's free or not. So it doesn't matter. But this is my talent, my time, my skill. I should be compensated for it. Now that would be a valid argument to give somebody, right? But the whole thing on, well, if I give it to you for free, then you're not going to value it. That's bullshit. That's somebody trying to manipulate you out of your money. And then if somebody's honest with you, it's like, this is my time, my talent, and so forth that you're paying for, and an extreme value. And then from there, it's like, if you think it's a value for you, if the training on whatever is going to be, you know, you see it as a possibility that you could make work for you, then it's like, okay, this is valuable to me. I'll pay for it. I'll take it. I'll put it to work. And because I'm enlightened, it doesn't matter that I paid for it. It's just a fair deal. They put their energy, their time into creating the training on whatever, so they should be compensated for it because it's the moral, ethical thing to do. So I'm happy to pay for it because I see the value in it anyway, whether it's free or not free, but they should be paid regardless because they put their time and energy into it. So that's a more honest conversation to have with people as far as that's concerned, right? So that's all I want to say about that. And when it comes to almost anything, a lot of people don't really add nuances to their discussions. They just don't. And this is just one of those discussions people could have where most people don't add nuances to it at all. They just one broad stroke across everything, very black and white. But most things have many nuances that should be recognized. Cheryl says, I value everything the universe gives me. Cool. It's very vague, but very cool. Hi Robin, hi Crystal. So I'm going to end this video shortly unless there's something somebody wants to say. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you as well, Katie. So I'll end this in about a minute from now. If you guys want to say anything while I'm here live, go for it. Hi Kimberly. And I realize most people will see this after the fact. And that's probably when most of the comments will happen, who knows. But you guys have me live right now for less than a minute if you want to say anything or ask me any questions or contribute something. And my website, by the way, I should plug myself in, is tomberkenmeyer.com, T-O-M, tomberkenmeyer.com. You can get the spelling at my social media. Take out the space, all lowercase. Hi, Jean. About 30 more seconds, I'll shut this down. If nobody has any questions or anything you want to say about what I just talked about. And feel free to share this. Because it would be cool if there were more nuanced discussions instead of people just making blanket statements over everything. A blanket statement is typically anti-intellectual because with a blanket statement you don't have to think or make discernments or add nuances. Nuances is where it's at. If people added more nuances to their discussions in general, then we could solve more problems together and really make some progress. Whatever the issue is, it doesn't even matter. All right, just a couple more seconds. So this is the last call for you guys to say something or comment or ask a question if you have any. And then I'm going to end this, and everyone else, most of the viewership will be over the recorded version. Happy 4th to you as well, Kimberly. Okay, then that does it. I'm going to tap finish. You got my website. You can share this, and you can still comment on this, and I'll come back and I'll see your comment later. But as far as me live, that ends right now. Bye for now, everybody.